Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 25th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevac. The Klitschko government and Yellowknife's Dene First Nation have signed a memorandum of understanding to advance the proposed Arctic Economic and Security Corridor. Klitschko Grand Chief Jackson Lafferty said by taking charge of the proposed nation-building project, the two nations can move forward on their own terms. It envisions an all-season road through the Slave Geological Province in eastern NWT and northwestern Nunavut. The Nunavut and NWT governments, as well as the Nunavut Tungavik Inc., are the project's other proponents. The ice thickness on most lakes in Yellowknife has reached at least 6 inches. The Great Slave Snowmobile Association released ice testing results for 21 different locations throughout the city. According to the results, the ice on Grace Lake below 203 Grace Lake Road was 5 inches, which is below the minimum recommended by the city of Yellowknife before it's safe to walk on. Prime Minister Mark Carney and Alberta Premier Danielle Smith outlined a broad agreement that would offer political support for building a new oil pipeline from the BC coast. The Memorandum of Understanding is expected to be formally announced Thursday and will potentially give Alberta special exemptions from federal environmental laws. Conditions include Alberta implementing stricter industrial carbon pricing, investment in carbon capture, as well as cooperation from British Columbia and Indigenous governments. The Memorandum of Understanding does not guarantee the pipeline will be built. Award-winning author Thomas King revealed he doesn't have Indigenous heritage after genealogical research showed he had no Cherokee ancestry. The 82-year-old American-born writer moved to Canada in 1980 after completing a PhD in Indigenous oral storytelling traditions as literature. His novels focused on stories told from an Indigenous perspective. Aspire Training Academy has opened a new training center in Yellowknife to help students upgrade their employment, life, and literacy skills. The Training Academy's Checo Youth Empowerment Project won $500,000 at this year's Arctic Inspiration Prize Awards. Carol Lavers, co-founder and executive director, said Aspire is partnered with Keepers of the Circle, an Indigenous organization that brings culture-based teaching, and Yellowknife's Women's Society. For more information, visit CabinRadio.ca. And Acadian folk rockers LaHaye Babies are making a northern stop as part of their tour of Western Canada. The band, which hails from New Brunswick, is set to play a sold-out show in Yellowknife on Monday. Guitarist Vivian Roy said this is the band's first time playing in the Northwest Territories and that they're discovering francophone communities across Canada. Your weather forecast for today, Yellowknife -14 with a chance of flurries, Inuvik -12 and with light snow, Norman Wells -9 with a chance of flurries, Hay River -8 with a high chance of flurries, Fort Smith -9 with a high chance of flurries, and Fort Simpson -9 with a chance of flurries.